Hello, welcome to June 1st to June 5th, Day 4 of ESOL instruction for newcomers grades 6 through 8. It's your teacher, Mr. Ebeling. This presentation is based on the grades 6 through 8 newcomer ESOL June 1st to June 5th, Day 4 paper packet. These paper packets can be picked up at meal distribution centers throughout Baltimore. The center closest to Highlandtown Elementary Middle School is John Brewer Elementary School. The school address is 701 Rapola Street, Baltimore, Maryland 21224. This week's theme is courage. Look at the picture. What do you see? What do you want to know? Write or draw in the chart. When I look at this picture, I notice an African American schoolgirl holding a book, walking behind men with yellow armbands. There is red paint on the wall and an ugly word has been drawn. I wonder where and when this scene takes place. Read each new word, read the sentence, and look at the picture to understand its meaning. Look up the word in a bilingual dictionary to write it in your language. This is a picture of the noun federal marshal. A federal marshal is a police officer for the federal government. Federal marshals walked her into school to keep her safe. This is a picture of the adjective dangerous. Dangerous means not safe, able to cause harm or injury. Get that towel off the stove. It's dangerous. This is a picture of the adjective hateful. Hateful means filled with hate, extremely mean. The man and woman yelled at each other in a hateful way. This is a picture of the verb integrate. To integrate is to unite different people into the same institution. They integrated the school, so now both white and African American children go there. This is a picture of the verb protect. To protect is to keep safe, to keep from harm or injury. Marcos always wears a bicycle helmet to protect his head. This is a picture of the noun mob. A mob is an angry and possibly violent crowd of people. The police were called to control the angry mob. This is a picture of the verb boycott. To boycott is to stop buying or using a company or country as a form of protest. They are boycotting that restaurant because of the terrible way it treats African Americans. This is a picture of the verb suffer. To suffer is to experience something bad or unpleasant. Miguel suffered from a serious stomach ache until his mother took him to the hospital. This is a picture of the verb to be fired. To be fired is to be told to leave a job or position. Mrs. Moore was fired from her job because she was always late. This is a picture of the verb threaten. To threaten is to express an intention to harm or kill. The robber threatened to hurt him unless he gave him money. This week's theme is courage. Courage is the ability to do something even when it's frightening. Read the following true story about a girl who showed a great deal of courage. Use the vocabulary from Part 2 to help you understand. Ruby Bridges. In 1960, a first grader named Ruby Bridges rode a special car to school. It was driven by federal marshals. These government police officers were trying to keep her safe. Going to school was dangerous for Ruby. Angry crowds yelled hateful things as she got out of the marshal's car. Why was going to school so dangerous? Ruby lived in New Orleans, Louisiana. Before Ruby, only white children attended William Frantz Elementary School. Ruby was the first African American child to attend the school. Many people did not want the school to integrate. They wanted to scare Ruby and her family so she would stop going to William Frantz. But the marshals protected Ruby from the mob. Most white families boycotted the school. They refused to send their children there because they didn't think that African American and white children should attend the same school. Only one person agreed to teach Ruby. Her name was Miss Henry, and she was a very good teacher. Ruby enjoyed being her student. Ruby's family suffered because of their decision to send Ruby to William Frantz. Her father was fired from his job at a gas station. The family was not allowed to shop at the local grocery store. People threatened to kill or hurt them, but other Americans were kind. They sent money and gifts to Ruby's family. Ruby Bridges helped bring an important change to William Frantz and to all of America. Because of her courage, and the courage of other students like her, children of all races can go to school together. In 2014, a statue of Ruby was placed in the courtyard of William Frantz Elementary School. The statue is there to remind everyone of Ruby's courage and great contribution to this country. Draw a line to match the vocabulary word on the left with the correct definitions on the right. Those words are integrate, mob, martial, hateful, and boycott. The first one has been done for you. To refuse to use a business or service in protest. Filled with hatred, very mean. To unite different groups of people. An angry or violent crowd of people. A federal police officer. Read each question. Go back and check the text to find the answer. Draw a circle around your choice. The first one has been done for you. 1. How did Ruby get to school? A. She walked with her mother. B. Federal marshals drove her. C. She and her mother took a city bus. 2. Where was Ruby's school located? A. Montgomery, Alabama. B. Los Angeles, California. C. New Orleans, Louisiana. 3. Why was it dangerous for Ruby to go to school? A. The white people there did not want African Americans to attend the school. B. The school was in a neighborhood where there was a lot of crime and violence. C. Her bus driver drove in a way that was very unsafe. 4. Who was Ruby's first grade teacher? A. Mrs. Hershon. B. Mrs. Harris. C. Ms. Henry. 5. What was the main idea of this reading? A. Ruby Bridges helped to integrate William Frantz Elementary School. B. In 1960, Ruby Bridges was driven to school by federal marshals. C. In 1960, when she was in first grade, Ruby Bridges had a very good teacher. 6. Why did many white families refuse to send their children to William Frantz? A. They thought there was a better school a little farther away. B. They did not like the teachers at that school. C. They did not want their children to go to school with African American children. Answer each question using complete sentences. Look back at the text if you need to. Then read your finished sentences out loud. 1. What were 3 challenges Ruby and her family faced because of their decision to send her to William Frantz Elementary School? 2. Why do you think there is now a statue of Ruby Bridges at William Frantz Elementary School? Today's objective was to respond to written questions using new vocabulary and details from an informational text. Write your answers to the questions below. 1. What is one thing you learned from this lesson? 2. What is one thing you are still curious about? Next week's theme will be honesty. Look at the picture and think about what this means to you. Final steps for Mr. Ebeling. If you are in my Google Classroom, you could either send me a picture of your completed work there or edit the PDF that is in Google Classroom. If you are unable to join Google Classroom, take a picture of your completed packet and text it to me. If you do not have a packet, write your answers on your paper and then text it to me. My classroom code for Google is XUZFSOB. My number to text me is 410-645-0593, but please do not text after 8 p.m. My email is taebeling@bcps.k12.md.us. This is the end of this presentation. Please complete as much of the packet as you can if you have one. More presentations will be posted as they are created. Remember to be safe, stay 6 feet away from people when you're away from your home, and wash hands as often as you can. Goodbye for now, Mr. Ebeling.